Well, it certainly does not mean that everything is back to normal, but we are happy to tell you that we have some live baseball for you here tonight. A Blue Jays intra-squad game. You'll see one tonight. You'll see another one tomorrow. It's the Bichettes against the Grichuks. Ruben Tejada, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. This will be his first intra-squad game action. He just arrived. Rowdy Tellez has been hitting very well in recent days. And they will be facing the tall right-hander, Jacob Waguespack, for Team Grich.
6'6", Jacob Waguespack pitched in 16 ball games last year.
As Bichette lifts the first pitch left field, and look at this. He is in mid-season form, and the horn goes off, and the crowd noise rises up a little bit, and even Waguespack with a little bit of a smile. This guy could fall out of bed half asleep at him.
So not only did he get to pick who was on his team, he said, I'm batting first, and I'm going up looking for a first pitch curveball from my teammate, Jacob Waguespack. And boy, Bo did not miss that.
Players are wearing masks out on the field. Ruben Tejada is one of them. And he gets lines one into left field. That'll be a base hit, cut off by Anthony Alford. And we understand the Dunedin 12, as they came to be known, that they were working out. Liner in the left and the base hit for Gurriel. So they were working out, getting their reps in. But great to see Gurriel and all of the other guys get here to Toronto and join the club. And they don't worry about how many outs there have been. By the way, the home plate umpire, as Tellez gets hit by the pitch and loads the bases.
It's remarkable. The power in Teoscar's bat is like no other.
And Waguespack will strike him out for the first out.
Get that work in.
Reese McGuire, who swung the bat very well last year, hits one a long way down the right field line, and it's going to stay fair. He clears the bases. And in an otherwise empty ballpark, the horn goes off, celebrating that home run for McGuire. The second home run given up by Waguespack here in the first, as Team Bo jumps out to a big first inning lead.
Well, it's a tough inning for Jacob Waguespack, and that will be it for him. They really teed off on him.
And Randall himself is hitting cleanup. He's got Cabot Biggio, Vladimir Guerrero hitting in front of him. Santiago Espinal's an interesting guy. We're going to talk about him tonight. He hasn't missed a beat over the last 4 months in Matt Shoemaker.
Unfortunately limited to just 5 starts last season, 5 very good ones before that knee injury.
And you look at the signing of Ryu, the health of Shoemaker, as Espinal pops one up into center field.
And I think that's why Pete Walker's got a lot on his mind going throughout this camp, and communication with Charlie, because there are so many options.
Biggio with a high fly ball left center. Another play for Wall, and out number 2. You know what? Good on everybody for trying to, bring a little levity and a little humor, a little fun to what's been a very tough few months. First pitch ground out, a 3-up, 3-down inning for Shoemaker.
So he's trying to catch the ball and apply the tag to the runner's legs before his hands get to the bag.
Runner goes, swing and a miss, and the throw down on a couple of bounces, a stolen base for Wall.
Some sink, some cut, some seem like they go up, and then he may have to pick some out of the dirt as well. So a lot of challenges around that bag.
Waguespack strikes out Groshans for out number 2. Everybody in the organization is incredibly excited to have. 0-2 the count on Tejada. Billy McKinney in right field, and that'll retire the side. So a couple of innings in the book for Jacob Waguespack as we go to the bottom of the second. Grichuk, as we mentioned, slated to be the center fielder for the Blue Jays this year. And he lines one into left field, a base hit. Impressed everybody so much in Dunedin that just a few days later, once the pandemic shut everything down, they actually added Panic to the 40-man roster, as Rowdy Tellez thinks they've got him picked off, and they do. Randall Grichuk just got picked off at first. Figures to be ticketed to the alternate player pool, but available if need be. Got hit by that breaking ball. And Team Bo with a 5-0 lead over Team Grich. That's Jordan Groshans playing third base tonight, ranging to his left and making a nice play to get Alford and retire the side. Closers won't. A little bit different situation tonight, but closers don't work the ninth inning down in Florida or Arizona because all the minor leaguers are in the game. In the footprint of the Rogers Center. back to his feet and on to first. What a nice play.
Very encouraging play over there at first base for Vladdy.
Once a ball goes, if it's touched by a certain number of people, it's got to go out of the game. They're trying to minimize the risk wherever they can. 3 up, 3 down for Ken Giles. Got a little help because then you'd get a grievance, but most teams in this situation do it. So we'll have to see. A little change up there from Shoemaker to get Billy McKinney looking for the first down.
He's very happy with where he's at with all 3 of his off-speed pitches. That's something from a guy that's touching 100 miles per hour to make that combination. And
Drury is on the injured list. And again, the Blue Jays are now publicizing who has tested positive, as Espinal is going to beat this one out. Can you keep your players safe? Can you avoid too many or any positive tests? Check swing by Bichette. I don't know if they appealed or not, but Bichette's headed down to first. I think Matt Shoemaker felt he would have been rung up in a real game, but it's going to sneak through. Espinal will round third and beat the throw to the plate. Into third on the play goes Bichette, and the RBI single by Guerrero to get Team Grichuk on the board. Full count, 2 down. Long inning here for Shoemaker. And he gets Grichuk swinging to end it. A run of the base hit by Vladimir Guerrero. 5-1 Teambo. Rafael Dolis, who pitched in Japan the last 4 years, saving 96 games during those seasons, had an ERA of 2.49. And there's ball 4. And we should say, and you went through it for the first time today, you drove from your home in this new world. It goes without saying. Just everybody's doing a great job. The flip to Espinal, covering in the leaping throw to first. The stretch by Guerrero, and they get the double play. And this time Guerrero will allow himself a little bit of a smile. Nifty double play. Everybody's smiling. Bichette, quick flip. Espinal, acrobatic. And the big stretch by Vladdy.
That you're going to sit on that back leg and uppercut, because as hitters sometimes what you think is not what you do. You have to over exaggerate something to overcompensate a weakness, and he did an excellent job of that, and hopefully he can carry it right into the season.
Be there for 66 days. That's how long the regular season is. As Burns gets into one, hits it a long way to left field, and it's going to go into the second deck. Burns with a 2-run shot and brings Team Grich a little bit closer.
Doing what he has to do to keep his name in the conversation, even if he does end up down in that.
When he's been up in the big leagues, generally it's been in a sporadic role, and he hasn't produced as much as he would like. He produces right here, Joe. He'll go back to back with Burns, making a 1-run game.
That'll help his cause.
So many people just still want to see there's a built-in advantage right now, even more so I think than normal, for guys like Fisher and Alford to at least get that initial look. He's out there pitching. He's treating this as if it's a regular season game, wanted to do different things and get himself as game ready as possible. Strikes out Espinal to retire the side. It's a 1-run game at the end of 4. Sam Gaviglio on to pitch the top of the 5th inning. We have been told it's a 5-inning game. Sharply hit, backhanded stop. Espinal in time.
These guys can move around and do these sorts of things. That's how athletic they are.
You'll have to drag Bichette kicking and screaming shortstop. You know that.
I think so.
Yeah.
Vladdy Gurriel. We know Vladdy in spring training told Charlie that he'd like to hit after Gurriel.
Rowdy Tellez lines the ball into center, and Gurriel will make the turn and come to third. Price is a Dodger who has opted out of the season. David Price won't pitch. Sale will not pitch. Tommy John surgery. As Hernandez lines one into center field, and to score Gurriel, Tellez to second. And now a 6-4 lead for Team Bo, and we'll see if they continue. Again, in an intra-squad game, you don't have to get 3 outs. You don't want a pitcher to work too hard. So Gaviglio has reached his limit, and that'll close off top of the 5th.
Game-like until opening day arrives.
I think you got to give a lot of credit to Shoemaker and Hyun-Jin Ryu, who pitched here yesterday.
Faced with not only with the virus, but with injuries themselves.
Golfed into right center field. And Hernandez is there for out number 2.
It's been fantastic to have that access.
A base hit for Grichuk. And are they going to end it there? I think they are. Shoemaker has reached his pitch count. Charlie Montoyo has, well, he's waved him off the field. I don't know if everybody's coming off the field. And is that it? Bichette seems to, he just signaled victory. The game, the official part of the game has ended with his team leading 6-4. So it looks like that's it. Again, there is going to be live BP, some other pitchers pitching to hitters after the game. But when the game is done, we are done. And with Shoemaker, it looks like Gaviglio's going back out, and we'll get into the BP portion of the evening. So this could be a controversial loss for Team Grichuk, not getting a chance to send the tying run to the plate with 2 outs in the last inning.